Okay, this video is my new book. It's called Top 50 Books in Health and Nutrition, subtitle Maximum Health. Just came out September 2024. So the reason I wrote this book is because you never know what's going to happen with the internet. The internet, a video could be deleted. Your channel could be removed. So because of that, I think it's good to have a hard copy. So I did make a video going through most of what's in this book. The actual book itself, I had more time than I did for the video lecture. The video lecture was just to put it all together in my brain, and then it's almost like publishing a novel like they did in the 1800s with, the first chapter comes out in the weekly, news magazine, whatever that is. All right, so what I did with the book is I took a little more time with it because I had more time, and I made it a little better. I added a whole bunch of honorable mentions, but it's still pretty similar. So the gist of it is, what were the best books that I found when I was searching through the nutrition literature that helped me to answer an important health question or problem? And basically the foundation would be sort of like the basics, stuff like, Dr. McDougall, Dr. Burkitt, Walter Kempner, Nathan Pritikin, and that stuff. And then, everything was sort of a discovery for me in terms of going from conventional medical education and biochemistry, which is close to worthless for nutrition and health, to then, finding all the pioneers that really did useful work. So the book will go through it. So what would this be useful to a reader? How to get to the truth quickly. Because if you go to a bookstore, I would say about 98 to 99% of the books are wrong. They're written to sell stuff. They're written by people who are lying to you to sell stuff, or they're written by people who mean well, but they don't know what they're talking about. So to find good source of information where the writer knows what they're talking about and tells you the truth, that actually takes effort. And there's been guys like my favorite books are legacy books. When you'll have some old scientist, some old guy who spent the last 50 years of his life researching something, and it never became widespread, the knowledge, and he just explains everything. And those are magnificent books. That's like Gregory Sloop. The guy's about 65 years of age, dedicated his whole life. He's a pathologist to researching atherosclerosis. It's the best book ever written on atherosclerosis, okay? Nathan Pritikin, just trying to save himself, and he had to figure out nutrition to save himself, so he shared it with everybody. Dennis Perkett spent decades and decades in Africa studying all the epidemiology patterns of disease, and he figured out what's going on in the abdomen. He was an abdominal surgeon, a general surgeon. So it's that sort of thing. So hard copies are nice. You look at ancient Greece, the Parthenon is in ruins. We don't have their paintings. Most of their sculptures are broken, but we still have their books. We still have the Iliad, the Odyssey, the plays of Aeschylus, Sophocles, Euripides, Aristophanes, the philosophy of Plato and Socrates and whatnot, the history of Thucydides. Okay, so anyways, Medical Reformation and Vegan Renaissance, that's probably my best book in terms of medical stuff. Of course, you got Caldwell Esselstyn's Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. So I go through all these books. China Study by Campbell. Those are the big ones that most people are going to know. But then I go through a lot of, diamonds that most people don't know about. Caffeine Blues, Life Without Diabetes by Taylor. General Text of Biochem. The best one would be this one by Gropper. For kidney patients, Hull's book is fantastic. So anyways, it's all here. The top 50 books. One of the viewers had told me that what I should do is make book reviews of each book individually, because when I was grouping them at 5 at a time to get it done in 10 lectures, then it's harder for somebody to search it. So maybe I will do that, but I'm just sharing you, here's the book. It's available in print, it's available in audiobook, but it's a computer audiobook, so it's not me reading. It would be better if I did it, but I don't have the time and the resources to do it myself in any type of timely fashion. It's also available like on a Kindle book. I primarily make them for paperback. I self-publish them, so there's issues in formatting. I really don't have a lot of time. I work full-time as a doctor, so I simply make a list of what I'm going to get done for the day, and I get up in the morning and I just crank it all day. And so I get it done. Let's see, what else? And then a lot of these books on toxicology, they're kind of hard to find. And, for every good book on toxicology, you got to read 3 other ones that are not good. Let's see, what else in here is interesting? These are all landmark books that sort of set the stage for their respective fields. She figured out there's HG in high fructose corn syrup, okay? This guy's a dentist who figured out what's going on with F- in the water. This is the guy who figured out all this, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's disease research these two guys. It's kind of a big joke, okay? And the other ones had similar conclusions. Let's see. So I got, they're in here. I think you'd be amazed at how good these books are. Like I said, for every book in here, I read at least 5 other ones. And these are by far the best ones that had something unique or that was hard to find or clarified key things. So anyways, if you want it, there it is in hard copy. And by the way, if my channel ever gets deleted, if you sign up for my email, I can email you wherever I'm at in the future. I will go to the other video channels. But which one will I be established at? I don't know. Right now, it looks like the best one is the one probably that starts with the letter R or the one that starts with the letter O. The other ones, they got their strengths and weaknesses, but those are the 2 best ones as far as I can tell. So anyways, hope this will be useful to you. I'll put a link below.